Hello, Shaun Atwood here, London-based author and activist. Some of the forces claiming to be behind the deplatforming of David Icke are now turning their attention on what they are labelling as David Icke collaborators. This is being instigated by the Centre for Countering Digital Hate, it's called, out of London. And they've got this long report and they list the collaborators of David Icke in order. Number 1 is Brian Rose, and number 2 is myself. Yep, I've got almost 2,000 videos on the channel. I've done 2 podcasts with David Icke, and now I am the target of Centre for Countering Digital Hate, who are campaigning, lobbying the tech companies to take further action and completely wipe out people's YouTube channels, including my own. So I'll read you from page 14 of the report. States, Shaun Atwood is a former drug dealer who now operates a YouTube channel with 408,000 followers dealing in true crime and conspiracy theories. Atwood's regular interviews with Icke. I've had my channel for 10 plus years, but I do regular interviews with Icke. We've had 2 full podcasts in studio, and we've had 2 Skypes, so 4 videos total. Some of those have been divided into clips. But according to this, I do regular interviews with Icke, which are posted to my YouTube channel and to Icke's YouTube channel, to channels belonging to both men. The most recent interview promoted the conspiracy theory that Bill Gates used the Event 201 pandemic simulation to plan the coronavirus outbreak and was seen by 315,000 people in total. Let me tell you what they say about London Real. They've got them at the top of the deplatforming list of Ickean collaborators. Icke's close collaborators have a combined following of 5.2 million across social media. Number 1, London Real. Most people who have watched a video of David Icke setting out his coronavirus super conspiracy are likely to have done so on a social media channel operated by London Real. Its professionally produced interviews with Icke on COVID-19 present Icke as an expert authority on the issue and have been viewed 15.2 million times, including 1.9 million views on Instagram, a platform little used by Icke himself. Didn't even know you could put podcasts on Instagram. I thought you could only put little clips. Is that the case? Might have to start putting stuff on Instagram. Right. London Real has been operating since 2011, amassing 2.6 million followers and over 220 million views on YouTube. Despite regularly promoting pseudoscience and conspiracy theories, the channel was able to leverage its following to secure a slot on the regional television channel London Live, which broadcasted a London Real interview with Icke in which he made false claims linking COVID-19 to 5G. The same interview has been removed by YouTube in accordance with a new policy banning videos that promote conspiracies linking COVID-19 to 5G. This has prompted London Real to launch a fundraiser purportedly to fund further interviews for Icke and an independent video platform. The fundraiser received 117,313 in its first 24 hours, demonstrating how seriously Icke's fans take him. And since then it has raised over $1 million in approximately a week or so. London Real is owned and operated by Brian Rose, a former banker. Why wasn't I listed as a former banker? As well as earning money from advertising revenue, merchandise and donations, I don't think Brian Rose has ever asked for donations until now. Rose uses the platform to promote a series of business courses costing up to $3,000. Because when money was coming in on that second Icke live stream, Brian was saying, "We don't want your money." He only just recently started asking for donations to set up this new platform. Other collaborators, including James English, my podcast brother. A number of Icke's other videos about COVID-19 were produced with the help of other YouTube channels, including Valuetainment, Jimmy Church, Tradcat Knight, James English, Rob Moore and Jeff Rentz. The Southern Poverty Law Centre described Rentz as, quote, the CEO of a hate radio empire who frequently hosts anti-Semites and Holocaust deniers on his own radio show, often endorsing their opinions. Together they allow Icke to access a further audience of 2.6 million followers and help present Icke as an expert. Icke's recent Sabbatean Sabotage video promoted his most anti-Semitic ideas and was produced in collaboration with a younger conspiracy theorist named Angela John Gage. While Gage only has a small following, Icke appears to see value in growing his network of collaborators and supporters worldwide. Icke is actively growing his network and collaborators and supporters worldwide. Icke is inundated with people requesting interviews. That's what's happening here. And he's very generous with his time. Recyclers turn Icke's conspiracies into motivational speeches for 9.8 million people. Several other accounts regularly share content created by Icke or his collaborators on YouTube channels. Named Attract Passion, Be Inspired, Inspire Discipline, Manifest Yourself, Success Archive and Video Advice, with 9.8 million followers, have repackaged Icke's conspiracy monologues as motivational speeches that have received 3.2 million views and over 93,000 Facebook engagements. Icke's videos are also popular with Instagram influencers who promote conspiracy content. Riza Islam, a member of the anti-Semitic Nation of Islam sect with 416,000 followers, shared one of Icke's videos to claim that the coronavirus outbreak was part of a plan to depopulate the world. The post received 227,000 views. While Icke rarely posts on Instagram, he is regularly tagged by other users who repost videos and memes that he and his collaborators originally produced. So, 2 years ago, I had my first podcast guest on. Maybe not 2 years, maybe less. And he was a guy who spent 34 years in California prison for a crime he hadn't committed. And there was a hate campaign against him launched by a big YouTuber at the time who tried to get these guys had military contacts all over the world. They tried to get me deplatformed. They wiped out all my websites temporarily. I was hacked, doxxed. There was a crime wave against me. All my bank information, home address, everything was put online. I had to retain a lawyer. The police were involved, not at my behest. And that situation pretty much caused a lot of chaos in my life for about a month. And the banking consequences lasted for several months and set back the runs of the podcast, the True Crime Podcast. It set it back several months, basically. Now, when that happened, the first thing I did was try to assess where the threat was coming from, so I could try and understand who I was dealing with and what his motivations were. And in the end, I communicated with that person, and a kind of truce was reached. But he went on to do more videos that caused other people to be doxxed and dogpiled and crimes committed against them, and he lost his YouTube channel. So I am now at the stage again of assessing who this person is that's trying to get me deplatformed and is behind this anti-hate group. How much anti-hate does it take to get rid of a platform that's helping people get their stories out there, helping people who've been in prison get their lives back on track? My first podcast guest managed to get a book deal on the back of his story. Another one was sponsored by someone who watched my videos and helped him move to London and start his own YouTube channel. Others have been offered jobs and help. What kind of hate am I spreading on my channel? It's beyond me. So, clicking over to the CEO of this anti-hate group, and he has a Twitter account. His name is Imran Ahmed. And I'll put the link to the full report, Deplatform Icke, in the description box. I'll put the link into this person's Twitter in case you would like to express your feelings about freedom of speech and how you feel about me spreading hate. His point, looking at the Icke report, is that the link between 5G and COVID-19 and people burning down 5G towers, and YouTube did change their policy stating that no videos can have that content in them. And when YouTube changed their policy stating that no videos could have that content in them, I took those videos down in accordance with YouTube's policies. So what gives Imran Ahmed now the right to be lobbying the tech companies, including YouTube, and working with the BBC apparently? I'll put that article in the description box also. What gives Imran Ahmed now the right to lobby these companies to have my YouTube channel and other entities that platforms I'm on deplatformed on the basis that I am spreading hate? So looking at his Twitter, looking at the people who are retweeting him and backing him up, we've got Rachel Riley, who was a mathematician and a TV presenter in this country, and they're all congratulating each other on his Twitter feed for David Icke getting deplatformed, because apparently this report was submitted before Icke was deplatformed, and they are claiming that they have played a role in the deplatforming. So Rachel Riley is saying YouTube has clear policies prohibiting any content that disputes the existence and transmission of COVID-19 as described by the WHO and the NHS. It's that simple. Hashtag deplatform Icke. So I am not in violation of what Rachel Riley is tweeting about here. Bonkers and outrageous. Watch the money roll in for spouting dangerous COVID conspiracies. This was yesterday after YouTube deleted David Icke's account for violating their rules with this exact bile. And she's retweeting something that the Centre for Countering Digital Hate has tweeted on May 4th, showing donations coming in to support London Real's new platform. So she's got a huge following, hundreds of thousands of followers. She's supporting these guys. And then we've got the founder of, let's have a look, Nick Ryan. Nick Ryan, oh no, he's not a big one. The founder of Wikipedia is on this Twitter feed, backing these guys up. If I could find him, or if I let him slip whatever his name is. It's mostly Rachel Riley. Seems like every other tweet is Rachel Riley. But if you want to check this out yourselves, like I said, the link is in the description box. Just have a scroll back up and see if we can find this other guy. Where is he? Blah, blah, blah. There's Nick Ryan. No, I don't seem to be able to find him. But I'm sure you guys, if you click down, you can see who he is. So I'd like to know who these people are. Who's backing them financially? Why are they trying to deplatform someone who's an activist and is trying to help people? They call themselves the Centre for Countering Digital Hate. It sounds like they hate what people are trying to say. Therefore, they are censoring things beyond YouTube policy if they're coming after me. Because I am in compliance. I've not put the channel at risk. I wouldn't do anything that insane. Like I said, these videos were taken down. So the BBC are quoting these guys, so they are working with the BBC. And it says, I'll put the link to the BBC article. This move, as in David Icke getting deplatformed, was welcomed by the Centre for Countering Digital Hate, a UK-based think tank. It said that videos of Mr. Icke discussing conspiracy theories have been viewed about 30 million times across social media. We commend YouTube on bowing to pressure and taking action on David Icke's channel, said the chairman and chief executive Imran Ahmed. However, there remains a network of channels and shadowy amplifiers who promote Mr. Icke's content and need to be removed. They're now urging Twitter and Facebook and Instagram to take similar action. Just going back to the report, hashtag deplatform Icke. Read our report on David Icke, the hate actor, conspiracy theorist and spreader of COVID misinformation. Icke has been embraced by big tech firms, which both power and profit from his hate and misinformation. Act by signing our letter demanding big tech companies, including social media giants, comprehensively deplatform him. The letter is being co-signed by leading civil society organisations and celebrities. Well, there's all kinds of organisations and celebrities that are supporting David Icke. Don't they have any say in the matter? Who gave this organisation the power to act in this manner? It just seems to me like an extension of fascism and totalitarianism. The mission statement here at the top of the report on page 2. CCDH finds practical solutions to the instrumentalization of identity-based hate to polarize and undermine democracies worldwide. Well, trying to get a YouTube channel deplatformed that just has a range of opinions and helps people get their stories out to the world, how on earth is that polarizing and undermining democracies worldwide? If Louis Theroux can interview Westboro Baptist Church people and paedophiles, why aren't you guys going after him? Have we done anything more hateful than Louis Theroux or any other journalist who interviews people that the public, things that the public like to view? Hateful discourse hardens differences, coarsens the public sphere and leads to anger and violence. Proponents of hate are quick to adopt new techniques and technologies, particularly social media, to spread their ideas and beliefs. We have seen it in the UK and US, throughout Europe and further afield, from Brazil to Nigeria, India to Israel. Populist politicians have allied with haters to gain new advocates and troll armies, to harass opponents and institutions that provide checks and balances in liberal states. like the media and judiciary. If we do not deal with this threat, it threatens to undermine our democracy. This is grandiose terminology. CCDH works with practitioners in diverse fields, such as political science, behavioural science, the law, countering violent extremism and counter-terrorism, child protection, and identity-based hate to develop strategies that strengthen tolerance, liberalism, and democracy, and counter strategies to the new forms of political hate. Then they give an introduction about David Icke. I don't want to read too much about this, but I'll just do the first few paragraphs. For many people, David Icke is a joke, whose public life ended when he declared himself the Son of God, live on the BBC 30 years ago. In truth, that interview was the start of a new and profitable career as a professional conspiracy theorist, in which Icke has spent decades promoting bigotry and misinformation. So anyone who's studied argumentation, that is an ad hominem attack, where they just attack the person and not the person's entire life's work. They're just nitpicking on some things they disagree with. And I disagree with a lot of stuff that Icke says. But I will defend his freedom of speech. I agree with things he said. I think 9/11 research, absolutely fantastic. And, you know, once freedom of speech starts to get taken away, there's no end to it. And it's groups like this purporting to help democracy. That's a mask. I can tell just by reading this, by their vernacular, they are manipulating the public whilst trying to enforce something that they are not empowered to enforce. But these challenges come and go, and I'm sure this one will come and go. Don't worry, viewers. Everything is backed up doubly. I know tons of you have been telling me to put things on BitChute. Everything has been backed up doubly. And we've also got a documentary coming out soon, inspired by Out of Shadows. Yeah. So if you want to check this stuff out, it's all in the description box. And huge thank you to all the subscribers. Subscription logo, bottom right hand corner. Just gone above 110,000. All my other links in the description box as well. Huge thank you to people supporting the channel in all various ways. Spreading the videos. We're going to keep them coming. We're going to keep interviewing our wide range of guests. And even though there are forces at work right now attempting to deplatform my channel, I don't think they have a legal basis at all. I think it is, they're going over the remit by coming after people like me. So right now, if anyone has got any information on who these people are, who's funding them, what they're about, anything more than I found myself, I would be interested to read it. If you want to send that in or put it in the comments section below. You guys know I'm all about peace and love. So, cheers from London, love and respect. Take care out there. Thank you for watching.